Hi, I'm Mark Graham, Engineering Manager here at Grilla Grills, and today I'm very excited to announce our new lineup of pellet grills. These grills are going to feature the new Alpha Connect Wi-Fi controller. These grills have the upgraded Alpha Smoke technology. They have a brand new digital display and an all-new app that you can control your grill. You're going to love this controller, guys. It gives you the ease of mind when you're sleeping, you're cooking, you can monitor your pellet grill, you can monitor your meat temperature with this thing. If you're on the road, shopping, you're out and about doing your daily duties, you can check your grill, make sure your food's not overcooking, and the versatility is amazing. You guys are gonna love this. So let's get this thing paired up, guys, and let's check it out. All right, guys, so we got your new toy out there. You're ready to rock and roll, but first thing we need to do is get the app on your phone. So if you got an iPhone, just go to the App Store. If you got an Android, you go to the Google Play Store. Type in Grilla Grills, you'll see our app. Once it's downloaded, create an account, enter all your information, and then it's gonna send a verification email to you using the email that you supplied. So we verified our email, we're back at the app. We're at this point here where it says, welcome to the family, and time to choose your grill. So now we can go through and cycle through the grills. We got a silverback here. Click choose your grill. Sure your grill is plugged in. So next, hold the power button for 3 seconds until the ready comes up. So now we're at the Bluetooth section. So you hold the pause button for 3 seconds and your Bluetooth symbol should pop up here and should display Bluetooth or BT for Bluetooth. Hit next. It's going to start scanning for networks. You need to be on a 2.4 gigahertz signal. That's very, very important. 5.0 will not be displayed on here, so if you don't see anything here, it's because you're not broadcasting to 2.4. Go ahead and hit connect. It's searching for it. It says OK. Wi-Fi connection successful. Let's grill. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and type in your grill name. You can have some fun here if you like. Your location, there's a little drop down for some canned responses. Check your Celsius or Fahrenheit and complete your grill setup. And you're ready to go. And to get your grill started, you got to do some seasoning process, which that'll walk you right through as well. As you can see in here right now, we got some chicken going. We got one of our brand new meat probes. These are very durable, a huge improvement. We're excited to have those. But now let's talk about how you can control the grill through the control board. Along the top, when you first start it up, it'll say igniting, then it'll say stabilizing, and once all that's done, takes about 15 minutes, and then it will say running. Obviously the large one here is your actual display, which is 250. Our set point currently is 250. Our probe in our chicken is at 140 at the moment. Our cook mode, we're actually running in pro mode. I'm a little biased to that. And then we also have a timer running as well. So on the keypad, you actually got a power button, your select button, up and down arrow, and then a pause button, which I'll talk about later in the video. But first, the easy stuff. If I want to change my temperature, just pressing the up and down button, change your set point to whatever you want. If you want to get into the cook modes, simply press the select button and hold it. Now you can see the screen changes and the cook mode is highlighted and blinking. Once you're done, you can either press the select button and hold it and it will go back to the beginning, or you can just press it again. It's going to go to the next setting variable, which is your hour of your timer. Again, you can go up or down, press it again, goes to your minutes, up and down, press it again, it goes into some of these advanced settings that I'll get back to, and you keep selecting it. Last thing will be your firmware, and then you're back to the beginning again. So all this can be controlled from the app as well, so let's get into that right now. So if you're at the grocery store, you want to know what your food temperature is, you want to know what your grill temperature is, that's all accessible from your app, which is one of the reasons you're going to love it. All right, so on the actual app itself, the home page is nice and clean. You can see we got the grill temperature, we got the probe temperature, and you got your timer. So to select any of these, just press that little section, and you can change your grill temperature by using the arrows, or you can actually use the slider to rotate it around. Same with the probe, click on that. Again, you can use the slider to move your temperature and adjust it, or you can use the arrows And then lastly, with the timer itself, you can actually clear the timer if you want to start a new one, select hours, use the arrows to add some hours, click on the minutes, add a few minutes, and then again, go hit home and go to the home page and see an overview of everything. The other thing you can do, if you're actually in one of those, you can actually swipe between these pages just by going left or right, which makes it quick and easy. One of the other features I wanted to show you on the grill settings is there's actually a PID and Pro down here as well. And if you're not sure or you forget which those are and what they do, you can simply hit the little question mark. PID is just going to be a more accurate way to hold the temperature in your grill. If you run the Pro mode, you're going to get a little more swing, but you're going to get a little more smoke flavor. This is something that we had in our previous Alpha smoke control that people really loved. They wanted that ability to be able to switch back and forth, so we made sure that that technology was built into the new Alpha Connect control board. The other thing that's awesome is all the notifications you're going to get. So first, when you start your grill, probably the first one you're going to see is that your grill is at set point. The next notification you may see is if you're using a meat probe, you're going to get a notification telling you that your probe or your meat is within 5 degrees of what you had selected. You're also going to get another notification when your probe is at your set point, being 160 in this case. If you don't check on your food, you're also going to get another notification saying your probe is 5 degrees over temperature, just to make sure you guys get the notification so you can get that food off the grill. Another notification may be when you shut your grill down, once it's completed its cool down phase and has actually shut itself off, it's going to notify you, hey, your grill is shut down. And lastly, any of the error codes that may happen, those are going to pop up in a notification as well, tell you what happened. It's actually going to give you an option to click and watch a video or get a description of what that error is, which is something that we're really excited about from a UIX standpoint, allowing you to know actually what happened. So those are just some of the notifications I want to tell you guys about and are super handy. All right, guys, so now I want to talk about probably my favorite new feature of the Alpha Connect controller. This solves a problem that pretty much all pellet grills have, and that is when you open the lid, a lot of your temperature escapes quickly. Your probes in these pellet grills recognize that and start correcting the temperature right away. All that fuel is in there, and you're going to get a spike. And this is a common issue with all pellet grills. Now, they will correct themselves back down, but that spike sometimes just makes the controller work harder to get back down into temperature. So listen to our customers over the years, they're like, man, I wish there was some way to control that. So we finally got something, that's our TempTamer. So before I open the lid and baste my chicken, I'm simply gonna hit the pause button, hold it, and you'll see it go to 5 minutes. So what's happening right now, I can come up here, open this up, do whatever I want. For 5 minutes, it's locking in a set feed rate to maintain that temperature as if the lid was shut. So it's not even looking at the internal probe, it's feeding in fuel, doing its own thing. I'm doing my own thing, I'm basting my ribs, doing stuff with my chicken. It takes 2 to 3 minutes. Once you're done, you close the lid. So now what happens is the air superheats again because the steel is pretty much the same temperature, so the air is gonna get back at temperature really quick. Once that 5 minutes expires, it's gonna be pretty stable in there again. Then essentially the controls wakes up, starts looking at the probe again, and what we see is now that the probe is like, hey, I'm pretty much where I was when I left off, and then the controls will start picking right up. So you don't get that huge spike after you shut the lid. What you get is a drop from opening of the lid, but then it picks right back up after you shut the lid, and the controls take all that guesswork out of it. You can actually adjust that 5 minutes from 1 minute to 10 minutes, whatever works for you. With defaults to 5, which is generally pretty good because most people spend 2 to 3 minutes messing with their food at the most. You shut the lid, that gives it 2 to 3 minutes to kind of restabilize before the controller wakes back up. And man, is this a cool feature, and there's nobody in the industry that does this, and I think you guys are gonna love that feature, and I'm glad we can be the first ever to come out with this feature, and hope you like it. So with this Alpha Connect controller, we want to make it user-friendly as possible. So as you can see, the home screens, all that stuff is very clean, very simple. But we also wanted to have some advanced features for those who are interested in that stuff and want the ability to tweak a few things. So some of the advanced features that if you hit the gearbox on the top right of your app, or you go through the select button on the controller itself, In these sections, it gives you a few options. So the first is your ability to turn on a alarm setting. So when you turn the alarms on, that's going to allow you to set two parameters, a low temperature and a high temperature. You can set that low temperature at like 165, so at night if something happens and you forgot to put pellets in your grill and it runs out, you're going to get that notification and alarm saying, hey, your grill's below 165. The next feature is your auger trim. So what that is, when you're running PID, there is a value that you can change that helps it be a little more accurate depending on the weather or your altitude. And this is something we had in the Alpha Smoke controller as well. And you can change those on the old controller as well. On this one, you can actually do it through the app or through the controller, and that setting is saved anytime you unplug the controller. All these settings are saved. The two new ones that we added as well is one, the RTD, which is your internal probe. So if you're using a external device and you're seeing that the grill is not matching your external device, if you want to correct the grill to match your other one, you can actually go into there and change the offset of the grill temperature. And what that'll do, it'll recalibrate, and then your grill will read as close as possible as you make the adjustments to your external device. Same with the meat probe. You can actually go in again to the app or to the control board and simply change the offset. And all that does is it changes the reading that the probe has, and it makes a small adjustment to offset it to the correct temperature that you're looking for. So these little features they're behind the scenes, and typically you don't need to get to them, but the fact that we have them available to you guys, the consumers, that you can make those small little tweaks, I'm really excited about that part of it, and should make your whole user experience for the grill that much better. All right guys, so hopefully you can see that with all the features that we have built into these grills, we feel this is probably the best grill that you can possibly get from a construction standpoint, from a feature standpoint, at this price point. We put double wall construction on all these grills, which is not seen in this price range. A Wi-Fi that we spent a lot of time on. We did a lot of testing, range testing. From an app standpoint, we wanted to make sure it had enough good features, but not too many to make it cumbersome and make it frustrating for people, so it's a nice, clean app. The construction of the grills, we have stainless steel internals, burn pot, drip pan, the grill grates, all stainless steel, which is something you guys have asked for the years, and of course we listened and we added. So the construction-wise, these things are right up there, man. I mean, we're really proud of the way they're built. And that's because we've been listening to our customers and they've asked for these things, and the fact that we can bring it with this kind of value is something I think is one of the reasons we're growing as fast as we have, and we're very thankful for that, quite frankly. This is a family-owned business, as you guys know, so we really focus on customer service, and that reflects in the reviews and the stuff we hear from our customers. If you got questions and concerns, I got staff here. I often take a lot of calls as well, just to make sure that we're making sure you guys are happy with your purchase. So thank you for all the support for those who already have the grills. That being said, these things are now available, guys, so check out the website. If you got any other questions generally about each particular grill, there's going to be videos on each grill as well. But man, check them out, guys. They're on the website. They're ready to rock and roll, and man, we're excited for this year.